so this is the 5th and final stage of the match, and it actually looks like the most difficult one.
Yeah, longest and most difficult.
Huh, so why don't you explain?
All right, so we're going to start by bounding up through a series of 6 blue barrels. From each barrel, you have to engage a paper target, which is at like 10 yards, maybe 15 yards.
Close.
And then you also have to make 1 hit on a hanging steel plate that is at
75.
how much?
75 yards.
I was going to say more like 100.
Maybe 100.
It's a little ways out there. It's a challenging target.
8-inch plate.
Yeah, and so you do this 6 times through this set of barrels, and then you get to a rooftop prop, and you have to go prone on that thing and engage a rifle spinner at about 75 yards. So we brought the right rifles for spinners, as long as we can hit them.
High round count stage for this match.
Yeah,
And I'm worn out.
I can tell.
So let's go see how this works.
All right, let's do it. It's 100 and what now?
13 or something.
Seven o'clock. Hit! Nice. Hit! 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 Yeah, you kicked up some splatter that time. Hit! Hit! Come on. There it is.
It's over.
Just in time, too. Are you ready?
Yep.
Stand by. We're high.
How much is it to leave it?
What's the penalty to skip it?
10.
10.
Hit! Hit! Hit!
I hit it?
Yes.
I did hit it?
Yes. Good paper. Hit.
Over.
124.94.
Whoa.
Point it that way, drop the bolt.
Okay. We are done.
All right, so it's at least 110 out now. Everything burns when you touch it. I think Karl, yeah, Karl's doing the sauna thing again.
All right. That stage
Kind of ate our lunch.
That stage should have been the first stage, not the last one. That was the hardest one of the day,
Absolutely, no doubt about it.
by a large stretch.
Yes,
All the other stages before this was practice for that.
yeah. Does not look like a physical thing on paper, but at, what is it now? It's 3 p.m. I think, 2:30
It's
p.m.
around 113.
And we've been out here shooting all day. That the heat is the physical element of that stage.
I tried shooting that. Well, I did shoot the first position offhand.
Yep.
And I even used my hasty sling for a while, which wasn't helping me because, quite honestly, it didn't matter. My wobble from heat was my heat wobble was enough on that I was missing shots that I should have never missed.
Yeah.
Right now, the sights come up and it's just this crap. I mean, I can take shots and get hits. I did,
Right.
but the difficulty is dramatically more.
Yeah. You still beat me.
I did.
You came in at 124.
124.
I had 141, I believe.
But you cleaned it.
I'm thrilled that I cleaned that. Got the spinner. This thing will eat a spinner.
That thing, 30-06, 308, the battle rifle thing. There's something to be said for the power it brings,
Yeah.
but there's something to be said also about the weight hit, the recoil hit, and the ammunition you can carry.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's the trade-off.
But today, the M1 Garands absolutely fulfilled their legacy in terms of being a fantastic rifle.
Yep. They were accurate. They were easy to shoot. They don't shoot. They're not hard to shoot. They
No.
don't recoil much, really, for what they are. We had literally no reliability problems of any kind.
Nope. And once you get the hang of it, reloads are zippy fast.
Yes. Yes, they really are.
So that was stage 5. We both cleaned it, which is a rarity here. We don't know what the results are yet. We're going to find out in a little bit. Let's go ahead and move on to our match conclusion.
This was a pretty brutal match.
It was
5 stages. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's about 110 now.
maybe 113.
Yeah. Didn't look all that physical on paper,
No.
but the heat just doubles down on everything like that.
As we've said this before, there's a 6th stage here, and it's called the weather.
Yep.
Much like Finland in the winter, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly.
So, my thoughts on this was when we saw this match. Well, this match has been going on for a while. It's a tradition here in Arizona.
Their 11th year, I think.
Yep. And I ran it a couple of years at the 2-gun match venue, and then we did some other things. Some people didn't like that one; a little too physical for some folks.
Yeah, they wouldn't like it. They would like this one.
They wouldn't have liked this one either because this is very much in the same vein. When we saw this, I looked at you and I'm like, dude, it's the Independence Day match. What rifle do you bring to that? Well, the only viable rifle, you can't go back to the Brown Bess or whatever.
Right.
You bring out the quintessential rifle, the M1 Garand. And the M1 Garand was designed by a Canadian immigrant, John Garand.
Yep.
I don't know what age he came here, but this is our opportunity, and we never do this on InRange, to do our one time. You give us this, it's our Independence Day. We're allowed to do this. And that's an example of American exceptionalism.
Yep.
That kind of guy coming here and designing a rifle that didn't win the war, but helped win the war in a very significant way. The guy on the battlefield with this rifle versus bolt-action rifles, whether it was Japanese Arasakas or Kar 98s, had a huge firepower advantage against the enemy.
Massive force multiplier.
And as a result, not because of the rifle, we didn't win because of that, and of course other countries were involved in winning that, but America won its battles, not because of this rifle, but with this rifle,
Certainly with its help.
and based on the men that formed the kind of thing that allows us to have an Independence Day here. So that's our chance to say that, and this is our day.
Yep. We travel, but you know what? We always find ourselves wanting to come back home to the U.S.
Yeah.
It's not a perfect country by any stretch. It's got some problems, but I wouldn't leave it.
No country's perfect. You
No.
know, for the most part to me, and this is stuff we don't get into very much, but when I look at a map, all those lines on the map, being a computer guy, security, crypto anarchist kind of dude,
Yeah.
those lines are arbitrary lines drawn by arbitrary men from a long time ago that for the most part are kind of like, huh? However, some places are unique.
Yep.
There are many unique places in the world, and it's not only America, but the USA definitely is unique.
Yeah.
So-
we have some special sauce here.
And we're young, bear with us, we're growing, we're getting older, maybe we'll get more mature, I hope we will.
I really hope we do.
We've done great things, we've done some not great things, but I think there's a lot more great to come than worse.
Yeah.
So that's our chance to say that on Independence Day, and we want to wish happy Independence Day to all of our fellow American viewers that are watching this after Independence Day, but we can say it now because it's today.
It is today. So
And on that note, thanks guys for watching. If you like this kind of content, please consider supporting us on Patreon. It really is the reason we're able to do this stuff.
yep, absolutely is.
It fed all, oh, sorry, go ahead.
We blew through a lot of 30-06 today.
And it allowed us to fire this quintessentially American and incredible rifle today. So thank you for that. If you can't support us on Patreon, totally get it. Please just subscribe to our Facebook, YouTube, and Full 30 pages, as well as maybe definitely get on Facebook because I put a lot of special content there that goes nowhere else.
Holy crap, I can't even keep up with everything you put on Facebook.
We had a lot of stuff that showed up on Facebook from Varastalika trip and in Finland that just won't go on YouTube because they're too short or whatever, or they're not serious videos, they're fun. If you're not a Facebook guy, I get it, but check it out if you are because it's pretty fun.
Yeah, there's a lot on there.
As always, thanks for watching, share with your friends, and we'll see you next time.
Why? 7 o'clock.
How much is it to leave it?
Hit!
What's the penalty to skip it?
10.
10.
Hit! 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 You picked up some splatter that time.
I hit it?
Yes.
I did hit it?
Yes. Hit! 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 Come on. There it is.
It's over.